It's November. We usually are taking our eyes off the tropics, but we can't right now. We've got a Category 4 spinning in the Caribbean. Our storm specialist, Mark Elliott, with us. Mark, a lot of people want to know what happens when this thing hits Central America, and then maybe what happens after that, too.
Yeah, a lot of questions down the line. There are still some scenarios that bring Eta or possibly a spinoff from Eta coming towards Florida eventually. So U.S. interests got to follow this down the road. First, though, we know this is going to be a travesty in Central America. This is a very well-formed storm. It's following generally west-southwest. There have been some loop-de-loops. If you notice that a little eye wiggle, we'll see if that wiggle continues. Does this go more south than southwest for a little bit? What that will mean is an onshore push over more and more of the coastline and an intense storm surge risk there. But look at this. This is 5 days of movement, and we're still in Central America. We lose all the wind speed, but we won't spin out all the moisture. That'll be raining out. So first, you get 12 to 18 feet of storm surge. Then, with this very well-organized storm coming through, you could have as much as 12 to 18 inches of rain over Central America as well. And in particular, the high terrain here could see even more than that, and that is a life-threatening mudslide and debris flow type scenario. Here's a look at the European model, just to give you an idea that there are many options still to come. It goes through, but then comes back out into the waters, hangs around, does a loop-de-loop, starts bending north. Mike, there is a chance that this could eventually come across Cuba or even into the Gulf near Florida.